Patch 4.1 officially went live today, and I started testing out new decks as soon as I could. Jax's Weapon Master package and Ornn's Forge package have both been buffed in patch 4.1, and their deck combination really worked well for my early climb. Today's video will be my guide on Jax Ornn, the deck that I used to climb from Platinum 4 to Diamond 3 at 80% win rate. The game plan for Jax Ornn is pretty straightforward. I will break down the strategy of the deck in the 4 stages of the game: the Mulligan, the early game, the mid game, and the late game. In the Mulligan, you want to look for early weapon masters like Jax, Piltovan Castaway, Wandering Shepherd, and early forgers like Weaponsmith Apprentice and Favored Artisan. If you already have units to play early, you can afford to secure your win conditions by keeping Ornn or Babbling Bjerg. If you already have a good hand, you can afford to keep tech cards or protection spells like Troll Chant, Fish Fight, and Harsh Winds. In the early game, turns 1 to 3, you want to set up your early forgers into your early weapon masters. One of the best openers that you could have is playing turn 1 Weaponsmith Apprentice into turn 2 Jax. Depending on what deck you're facing, you might want to skip one of your early turns to bank spell mana for your early removals. For example, Fish Fight and Entrancing Lure can be used as removal for key early units like Akshan or Aphelios. Another example would be saving 5 mana for Bellows Breath to clear the board against Swarm decks. In the mid-game, turns 4 to 6, you're usually just looking to either exert pressure or to stall and prepare for your turn 7 late game with Ornn. If you don't have Ornn in hand yet, you want to play Babbling Bjerg during this phase. One of the implications of Ornn's stat increase in patch 4.1 is that he can now be consistently drawn by Babbling Bjerg for the late game. To prepare for Ornn, you will want to be playing some mid-game weapon masters like Combat Cook, Piltovan Castaway, or Wandering Shepherd. Your weapon of choice will vary depending on the situation, but Upcycled Rake is usually the premium choice. This scout weapon will be your preferred target for Ornn's play effect. Jax's Light of Ikatia is also a good weapon to duplicate with Ornn. Whichever weapon you're planning to duplicate, you want to try and forge them with Favored Artisan's Time and Dedication or with Hearthblood Mender. Last thing to take note for the mid-game is that you may sometimes want to pass and represent mana for your counter spells, especially against combo decks with big attacks like Illaoi or Varus midrange. Keeping up mana for Harsh Winds against these decks may be your key to victory. Late game starts from turn 7 onwards. You usually want to open your turn 7 by playing Ornn, especially if you have the attack token. An unanswered Ornn with an Upcycled Rake will most likely win you the game. Rot Colossus is your second win condition in the late game. At this point of the game, you usually have 3 or 4 extra equipments, and you can start applying pressure by duplicating and playing multiple copies of Rot Colossus. That's it for the deck strategy. As always, if you end up learning from this video, make sure to leave a like and a random or non-random comment. This only takes a few seconds, but it helps a lot for the growth of my YouTube channel. I hope you enjoy watching the games in this video. Good luck in your early ladder climb. We're up against Lurk. We have been winning against Lurk, mainly because of our tech cards. I like keeping double Jax because the barrier can be useful, especially against Pike. Pike and Pike spell. Barrier generally is useful against Lurk. That was a quick predict, so might be a Rek'Sai. Oh, they predicted but they didn't predict a Lurk card. Maybe they skipped. Maybe they did see a Lurk card and they skipped.
Let me change up my style. Weapon roulette.
Oh, they got the Bone Skewer. Okay, this is... Our Jax dies, but they slow down their pace by a lot. They don't have any Lurk procs yet, so they got the Bone Skewer to get rid of my Jax. I don't necessarily agree with the move. Respect, I guess. I could use the mana. None of these can block into the Brakai. I guess we just take the Scout to prepare for Ornn. Okay. We'll probably Jax next turn with backup of Troll Chant. Yeah, it's we can only play one unit, so I think I go Jax
My heroic last stand.
and have Troll Chant as my backup. They only have one Lurk proc so far. Next turn we can Harsh Winds. Probably not next turn, but we do have Harsh Winds to stop their Rek'Sai and their big Lurk attacks. I will stop this.
Love the attitude.
I'm gonna use Troll Chant here because this is a Lurk unit. And if we don't block it now, it's just gonna grow bigger and attack again next turn. Our opponent's running out of cards. They've been very, very inefficient with their early turns. They're threatening to kill my Jax, and I don't think I can do much about it. It'll probably a challenge this way. I think I just secure my Ornn with this one. We secure the Ornn because we have a scout unit. Oh my god, my opponent is so greedy. I could have kept up Harsh Winds, but it wasn't worth it because the vulnerable is permanent. Eh? They're gonna have Ornn next turn? I'm gonna see how my opponent responds to this. They have double pike. Okay. That's pretty bad. They don't level up pike, so that's something. The problem is if they have a rally card in hand. I don't think I freeze because if they have a rally card in hand, I'm gonna lose anyway. I'm gonna lose either this turn or next turn. Because if I use Harsh Winds, let's say I use Harsh Winds, means I don't play any other units this turn. And then next turn, my opponent uses rally anyway when I play my Ornn.
What?
I think I like this one. Now we have the scout attack. And we're threatening to win this turn. If our opponent rallies, we have Harsh Winds now.
Now this is what good looks like.
The double pike hurt us a bit. But I think we will be able to stabilize here.
You return to your most faithful followers. I have no followers. Not anymore.
Triple pike. Wow, they had triple pike. What the fuck? Can I do something? I think I do this. So we want to force out blocks. And then next turn we have Harsh Winds. I think that's the game plan. So I want to play Ikathia and Favored Artisan. Favored Artisan will be a useful blocker. But we still want to give a weapon to Ornn.
Hammer never fails. You're all in trouble now.
We want to force out blocks here. That's why we're attacking with everything. The lesser lurk units they have next turn, the better it is for us. And now we can just Harsh Winds. We can just Harsh Winds. The problem is the stats of my Ornn. My Ornn is only 8-8.
Hey, I've got stuff to do after this, you know.
Which might not be enough to block into the Sorcereth. I want to equip a stronger weapon. If they develop next turn... If they develop next turn, we can just develop our own unit and then have mana for Harsh Winds, right?
seen any sheep around here? I lost mine.
Looks good to me.
So I can block everything. I can block everything. I can block everything, no problem. And then we win with the scout attack next turn. GG. The triple pike, dude. The triple pike made me nervous, but the inclusion of Harsh Wind saved us there. Our tech card of Harsh Wind saved us. Okay, now we know to expect a ghost from this Twisted Fate Illaoi deck. We've learned our lesson that they have ghost. I think I'm keeping Harsh Winds. And I think I'm keeping Troll Chant to protect my Jax. This is a bit of a risky mulligan to keep. Because if we don't draw any other units and Jax dies, we're kind of fucked. I don't think I want to Jax yet. Just in case they have heavy metal. I want to make sure my Jax is safe from heavy metal.
There are stories in the ringing of steel.
We slowed down a bit on the Jax level up, but I think I'd like to... It's better for me to play it safe than risk dying to heavy metal. So I just want something to trade into the Sea's Voice. We could Quick Attack. We could also Fish a Whack. Quick Attack seems slightly better.
Do you hear her voice?
Wow.
Do you feel her presence?
Wow, they just trade. That's surprising. That's very surprising. That's a very surprising move.
More scars than years, and got a lot of years.
Truth better. Truth
Okay.
is no betting.
I could go double fish fight if I really wanted to.
Let me change up my style.
But I don't think I want to do that. Fix him 5,000? Should we go equip fix him? We can do it next turn, I guess. I want to keep up as much mana as possible. So now we have Combat Cook. Okay. So Illaoi will grow pretty big. I want a Combat Cook to have something to block Illaoi. The Tentacle will become a 4-4. Illaoi will become a 6-6. I think I just want to lower Illaoi's HP as much as possible. Put her closer to fish fight range. I want to make it as awkward as possible for them. They will likely just keep their Tentacle behind. I still have 4 mana left. Even if I use Fix Him, we're fine. Okay, so we level up Jax this turn, which I'm pretty happy with.
Witness truth. Nagasho.
Okay.
Oops on your head.
This puts Illaoi at a really low HP range. I wonder if they're gonna go for Tentacle Smash.
Just warming up. No dessert.
They might be planning to go for Tentacle Smash, huh? If that's the case, I wanna save, keep up mana.
Defend yourself.
If they have another Tentacle Smash, then I'm just fucked. I think before they use Tentacle Smash, I'm gonna try to use Fish Fights. It should be more important to kill the Tentacle, right? Because Illaoi doesn't do anything without a powerful Tentacle. Okay.
Please tell us a story.
Oh, I played into another Tentacle Smash. Oh, never mind. That's sad. That's sad. I just played into I didn't think about my development there. That's sad. I might just lose because of that, by the way. So I guess all we can do now is apply pressure.
Hold while I smith.
All we can do now is apply pressure and wait for Ornn.
Life has so much to offer.
We still have fish fight, but yeah, I shouldn't have used apprentice there. I should have made sure that my Jax was healthy. Kill you. I'm killing you. I'm healing up my apprentice.
Ever been to a blacksmith before?
One of the ways we lose here is if Illaoi levels up. This way I want them to spend mana to regrow their tentacle. Okay, Rot Colossus is nice. I could do this in the meantime.
Anyone seen any sheep around here? I lost mine.
And then I can Rot Colossus next turn. Rot Colossus into Combat Reel, seems good. Or Rot Colossus into Light of Ikatia. Seems decent as well. This will grow up to 5. And if we want to contest, we can do this if we want to contest, right? Okay. So as long as they're not growing their tentacle, we're good. If we Rot Colossus, there's a chance we just get recalled, right? Let's Rot Colossus first. And if they do something about it, whatever. I'm not too threatened with the tentacle yet because I have Harsh Winds. It's an important thing to remember. I have Harsh Winds. Now, if they want to get rid of the Rot Colossus, they have to do something now. Okay, cool. And I can still do this now.
More air, more combs. Here, let me see that.
I just want to make sure that the tentacle doesn't grow. We've seen how they win. It's usually through the tentacle. Okay. The equipment is destroyed, but it gets destroyed, but we're okay. The tentacle is only a 2-2. I think I go Rot Colossus again.
The sea is fathomless.
Let's go Rot Colossus. It's a good blocker into the tentacle. I'm not scared of the ghost yet. The ghost isn't scary yet. We're not dying.
Success gets you noticed around here. Time to make some coin.
Okay. Sure. I don't know how they deal with the Rot Colossuses next turn. They have a big problem coming their way. Got him! Got him! Everyone's using Illaoi decks. We might showcase an Illaoi deck in my next videos, but for now, we're using Jax Ornn. Easy full mulligan. We want our early weapon masters and early forge units. We have Jax, always good card to have in the early game. Jax plus Troll Chant in particular, it's pretty strong. No reason not to play Jax here. I don't think they're running heavy metal. If they attack here, I'm gonna use a Troll Chant.
A beautiful day for sailing.
Yeah, if they attack, I'm gonna Troll Chant because I don't want them to grow further. What if we just get something to trade like this? It's still early. I could use the mana if opponent gives us the opportunity.
I remember the fight. Do you feel her presence? This way, come along.
I think it's important for me to trade with the Tentacle instead of the Sea's Voice. The Tentacle is usually how they win. Okay.
My flock.
Let me change up my style.
We move against fear, against doubt.
Seems good to me.
For Acacia! And you know what? Also for me!
We can even equip the combat reel to Jax, right? So that Illaoi has an awkward attack. Because it's still defense. It's still defense. I want to make the Illaoi's attack awkward. Oh, it's a Jarvan? No Jarvan yet.
Do you feel her presence?
Okay.
Love the attitude.
Okay. What now? Concerted strike? That's okay. And now we're going on offense, so we're switching back to Light of Ikathia.
Old faithful.
Don't have Ornns yet.
Keep it moving, team. Weapon roulette.
We have double Troll Chant to protect from any fast speed spell. Okay.
Witness truth.
Nagaka.
The sea she calls, the world we answer.
For now, I'm gonna spread out.
Up again.
Teeth big as tombstones.
For now, we're spreading out, making sure we have enough blockers. Jarvan might come now. Yeah, it's Jarvan. I can feel the Jarvan.
Do you hear her?
Oh, it's not the Jarvan. No one's coming. Okay.
Bar the doors.
You're gonna get burned. Let me focus.
If I use Troll Chant, I have Nagakaburo's is now at focus speed. So they can't respond with that anymore. They could use another Concerted Strike, but I think that's fine if they do that. I want to make sure they don't have good tentacles. It's just my purpose in life to make sure my opponent doesn't have a tentacle.
In her embrace.
And then next turn we can go for Ornn. Okay.
Nagakaburos rises.
I don't want to forge Light of Ikathia that has 0 power because I want Ornn to level up instantly. So we're going to copy the combat reel instead. How do you deal with the Ornns? Answered prayer. Okay.
Fighting is my first language.
I think I don't mind my first Ornn dying because we have 2 more. Even if they oh, Concerted Strike would kill me. Second Concerted Strike? Single combat? That's okay. We're still safe, we're still safe.
Now this is what good looks like.
And now I can heal up my Ornn. I'm gonna heal up my Ornn by cycling weapons. My Ornn will not die easily. Okay. We're good, we're good.
I remember the fight.
Oh, they have Jarvan now? Got him. Okay, I think we climbed to Diamond 3. We're gonna stop climbing here. We're gonna switch to a different deck now. We're gonna stop climbing here. Yeah, we climbed to Diamond 3. Let's check our win rate, actually. So here's our win rate so far. 79.1%. Damn, 80% win rate? We're up against Action Varus Sivir, which I think will be a tier 1 deck. I'd like to look for Jax, ideally. If we had Jax, I would definitely keep Apprentice plus the other one. Nice, we have turn 1 Apprentice into turn 2 Jax. I don't think we can wish for a better opener. Over that, we also have Babbling Bjerg to secure our late game.
More coals.
Now, will they have action or not? They don't have action. Okay.
It's nice. Could be nicer.
They should attack here just to bluff that they have Shapestone. Or Momentous Choice. I can't afford to take this block. What do we do? I could use the extra mana from Piltovan Castaway. I could use 2 extra mana from Piltovan Castaway.
Still full of holes after you taunted that sea monster, you dolt. Lefty Lucy. Shadow.
Hi. So looks like they have a not so good hand based on what they're doing. I'm just gonna keep exerting the pressure then.
Nothing's lost.
Sever.
Waiting to be found.
Yeah, we just keep exerting pressure. I do like the scout for Ornn.
Did I see you using my lamp to stir the pot last night? Sorry, all the spoons were dirty.
Hi. I probably block with the Weaponsmith Apprentice. Going down to 12 is dangerous against a Varus deck. I should expect them to have a strike spell now against my Jax. I'm gonna start with the scout attack and see what they do.
Come and get it!
Nothing personal.
Hi.
Who's next? Bring it on! Oh, soup's off!
So they could still have a strike spell, which means I don't want to go all in on the Hearthmend Mender on the Jax, right? Or do I? Or do I? If they have a strike spell, my Jax is dead anyway. I think I want to save the Hearthblood Mender for later. I could just go Babbling Bjerg into Combat Reel, right? If they have a strike spell, then they have a strike spell, whatever. So no strike spells. No strike spells. We're making that read.
What good is mercy?
I'm gonna finish the game next turn with Ornn.
His fire burns bright in our hearts.
So I just upcycle Drake on the Mender, and then I copy it with Ornn next turn. We've read that they don't have strike spells. They would have used it already, so we're gonna abuse that fact.
It was so good I named it Hammer. By my grandfather's ancestors.
They could have freezes.
True.
GG. Okay. In one of the games, I said I was gonna stop, but we were at 79% win rate there. I wanted to put up to 80% for the thumbnail. And let's see if we got it. Let's see if we got to 80% win rate. There we go. 80% win rate with Jax Ornn.